For over a decade, Harrisonville has turned to Schroeder Chiropractic to rid their body of your everyday aches and pains. Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah take pride in finding the problem area and fixing it, not just masking the pain. When you walk in the doors at Schroeder, you become family and are also the only place in town to go watch Wildcat basketball when they're out of town, and your post-game headquarters when they're in town, is Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. Forged by Fire has great specials nightly with a full kitchen open late, so when the game is over, go to the only place in town with 10% off when wearing your Wildcat gear. Forged by Fire is proud to be the exclusive post-game headquarters of Wildcat basketball. If you can't make the away games, have no fear. You can take the game in with your fellow Wildcat fans. Home or away, Forged by Fire is your Wildcat basketball headquarters. For over a decade, Harrisonville has turned to Schroeder Chiropractic to rid their body of your everyday aches and pains. Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah take pride in finding the problem area and fixing it, not just masking the pain. When you walk in the doors at Schroeder, you become family and are also greeted with a friendly smile. Schroeder's is always giving back to the community with its involvement with Wildcat athletics and bright futures. So go see the ladies who got your back at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Decisions on a basketball court have to be made in a split second. When it comes to buying a home, the opposite is true. Let Carol and the staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors. Office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at AmericanHeritage-Realtors.com.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
It's wintertime, so that means it's the right time to go see Colby's and his staff to lift your ride and put some new tires and wheels on your 4-wheel drive. Harrisonville's only rough country dealer will have you rolling out in style. Don't worry, Colby's can still fix everything from your flat tire, broken heater, news transmission, and anything in between as Harrisonville's most trusted mechanic. So go in and see the friendly faces and have them take care of you today, or call them at 816-380-3000 to set up an appointment. You know where to find them, behind O'Reilly's in the big blue building. Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC. What goes best with watching Wildcat basketball at home? Pizza, of course. So while you're watching the game, go online or call Papa Murphy's at 816-884-5005 and order your favorite pizza. Maybe tonight it's a cowboy pizza or just a regular pepperoni. One thing is for sure, the game is going to be better with a fresh cooked pizza while you watch. So set the oven at 425 degrees. Order your favorite and have it ready for the rest of the game. While you're at it, grab a second one, have it double wrapped so you can freeze it and have it ready for the next game. For love at 425 degrees, head out to Papa Murphy's today. I'm calling foul. Foul tires can put you in a foul mood and ruin everyone's day. Don't let someone call a foul on you. Get over to Young's Tire and Wheel Center to have William and the crew check out and make sure you don't have foul tires on your ride. The time is now, with more snow likely just around the corner. You don't get caught out in the cold on foul tires. Get over to Young's and take charge of your tires today. Young's is located just across the street from Garage Burgers on Commercial.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Harrisonville, Missouri. I'm Chad Graham. We're back in the saddle. Gary said thank you very much. Gary had enough play-by-play for his entire life in one night last night, and he said he's retiring undefeated, 2-0. There you go, 2 wins. If this game starts out bad, I may just turn my mic off and let you roll.
I'm retired, Chad. I'm retired as a rookie is what
you're retired, and you're about retired as well in real life, Gary. A couple more months, we'll be retired from the Missouri State Highway Patrol. 30 years? 33 years in service for us in the great state of Missouri. I appreciate it, Gary. I know we all do. So anyway, I haven't talked about that all year, but we're getting ready for high school basketball here, an MRVC West showdown. Last conference game of the season. Cats with a huge road win last night against the mighty Pleasant Hill Roosters up in Pleasant Hill, or as Coach Meeks likes to call it, Harrisonville North. As I noticed a couple of people talking about that last night, but nevertheless, they were able to get a victory over Pleasant Hill, most importantly, move to 13-10 on the year and guarantee at least a 500 record or better, depending on what else happens, Gary, in the season. 13-10, if they get a win tonight, they would be 500 in conference at 5-5, and they would be a 14-10 record and guarantee a winning season as well. And with some of the stuff they've had to go through this year, injuries and such, it would be awesome for them to be able to say they had a winning record this year.
Yeah, there was part of the season, part of the time when it seemed like that there was at least 1 or 2 people sick. There was like a 2-week stretch where the flu was getting everybody, and so they always had at least 1 starter out. So I was looking forward to this time when all of them were back. We were playing good ball. They played very good ball last night. I know you got to be able to watch some of it on the internet, but it was really a good game. They played well together, and I was really proud of the guys.
Well, as I was sitting in class with a earpiece in one ear trying to do my work on a computer, I was also watching with one ear, or watching with one eye, just to make sure everything was going smoothly. You guys did an awesome job last night. Really glad that you guys were able to still get it done when I had class last night. Wednesday nights, obviously I have a night class, so that wasn't going to work for me. And, you know, since we pay for that, my wife said, you paid for it, you're going to class. So that's what I did. So we have senior night tonight. We're getting ready for senior night. We will have the national anthem and the starters. So we will take a timeout, and we will be back after this.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn, and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty is your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
It's cold outside, so don't get stranded alongside the road with a broken car. Come out to Young's for an oil change and make sure the car is ready to withstand the cold with a radiator flush. The best way for you to keep your car going smoothly down the road is to take that type of preventative care. So don't get stuck out in the cold. Get into Young's and make sure that your car is ready for winter. Young's is located right behind the Garage Burger on Commercial. As always, William and Michelle are proud supporters of Wildcat Athletics.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
fire.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're on fire! Look behind you!
I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered.
All right, welcome back. The starters are being announced as we are ready for some high school basketball action. The Harrisonville Wildcats and the Harrisonville Wildcats, the Odessa Bulldogs.
That was last night, Chad.
Last night, I was not there. So for Odessa, it'll be Jonas Bennett, Cale Neville, Will Fox, Cade Adams, and Matthew Woodward for your Cats. As a tradition on senior night, 5 seniors starting tonight. It'll be Ryan Bird, Jackson Crowley, Nick Laughlin, Kurt Poisel, and Jamil Batiste for the Cats. Of course, the 6th senior, Lucas Filer, has been injured, so he won't be playing tonight. So we are ready to rock and roll. I got that shout out last night, too. We always point out that I say rock and roll quite a bit. I don't know why. It's just my catchphrase, I guess. So
I wanted to try to make everybody feel at home, at least as much as they possibly could with me taking your place. Really wasn't taking your place. I was just kind of stepping in, letting them watch the ball game and me put a little bit of a spin on it occasionally. Sometimes probably not the best spin, but
you did well. You know what? Anybody that's never done broadcasting before, it is not an easy task, especially when you're doing several other things like turning mics up and down, by also doing stats and everything else. So you did a great job for your first time out. I was really proud that you got it on there and you got comfortable with it after going a little bit, and it was awesome. And now we get to do it again tonight. And the Cats, you just hope that they're getting in their home stretch form, because you got a game tonight and tomorrow. You got districts on Tuesday night, and it's win or go home time. And hey, if you win on Tuesday night, you've got a tall task in front of you on Thursday, and that's the Grandview Bulldogs, who are top 5 in the state. Nick Laughlin was ready to rock on that one, and the official was not. So it will be controlled by Odessa in the backcourt. They will bring it across timeline. Odessa going to be in their black away uniforms, red numbers, red letters, red trim down the sides and around the shorts. Cats in their home whites. Odessa drives right to the bucket right away. Will Fox can't connect, and it's 0-0. It goes back the other way. Cats underneath. Wide open, Nick Laughlin for 2 underneath, and it's 2-0. Cats in their home whites, blue trim down the side, blue numbers, blue letters. They are going right to left. Odessa from left to right. Out front they go with it. It'll be Adams. Adams off now for Woodward. Woodward over for Fox. Fox going to drive, doesn't like what he sees, has it on the wing, back out front for Neville. Neville's got it out front between the circles, guarded by Batiste. Over now for Bennett. Bennett goes give and go underneath. Glass no good as Neville couldn't connect. And the Cats get the rebound, push it up 2-0. Across the timeline, top of the key is Bird. Left side wing for Crowley, underneath for Laughlin. Skips it up to the free throw line for Poisel, and Poisel drives it in and knocks it home in the paint. And the Cats up 4-0 early on.
This is kind of where we started last night, 9-0 run at the very beginning last night, so I'd like to see the same thing tonight.
So Fox has it back the other way, gets it off. Now it'll be Woodward. Has it on the wing right side, skips over to the left side and out of bounds off the fingertips of Fox. And it's 4-0. Coach Ryan Robinson of Odessa has done a great job the last couple of years since the passing of Coach Elliott, which Coach Elliott, obviously a big mentor to Frankie Jackson, one of our assistant coaches. I've known Coach Elliott since back in the mid-'90s when he was at Clinton coaching my cousin Noah Schussler and Frankie Jackson at the same time. Bird has it, looks inside, and gets it stolen away by Fox. And Batiste goes diving across. Back the other way it goes. Neville with it.
You got to love that hustle. I'm sorry. You just got to love the hustle.
Little drive and finger roll. Cade Adams, and it's 4-2 now. Ball goes out of bounds. So Coach Robinson, talking about him, he's done a great job taking over for Coach Elliott, a coach with over 500 career, right at 500. He was at 494, I believe. Bird has it on the wing, skips it over for Crowley. He'll fire a 3, connect from the wing, make it 7-2. Left side wing 3, and the Cats up by 5. Fox going to bring it back the other way for Odessa. Across the timeline, he goes over to that right side wing, hands off on the right wing for Neville. Neville goes free throw line, doesn't like what he sees. Off to Adams. Adams has it on the wing, skips up top for Bennett. Bennett goes off. 3 ball on the way by Neville. No. Rebound by Batiste. Batiste to Bird, and Bird going to push it up with a 7-2 lead. Bird off for Crowley, and Crowley almost walks with it, got rid of it as he was walking with it. Spin it over for Crowley into the corner for Laughlin. A little give and go underneath Poisel. Poisel loses the handle, gets it back, goes up strong, no good, but it'll go to the line for a pair. So Cats up 7-2, and to the free throw line we go.
Number 13, Kate Adams of Odessa is first. First team foul of the half for the Bulldogs.
A lot of seniors on Odessa's team from last year, so kind of a rebuilding year for them. Just 7-17 on the year, 2-7 in the MRVC. That bucket is good. Cats, on the other hand, have, stayed above water, stayed floating. They're 13-10 on the year, 4-5 in the conference. 8-2 lead now, make it 9-2. Always free internet banking at Sherwood Community Bank. Foul tires got you in a bad mood? Go see William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center to get out of those foul tires today. Out front we go. Stripped by Poisel. He's going to push it back the other way. Back door for Bird, but a little bit too hard. Back the other way it goes. Fox to the glass, and good, and one. So a little bit sloppy right there by the Wildcats. Sometimes when you're feeling good about yourself, you can get a little too cute, Gary, and that's what the Cats did a little bit right there. Makes it a 9-4 game and a chance for Fox to cut this back to a 4-point deficit for the Bulldogs. Free throw up and no good. Rebound by Laughlin to Bird, and Bird going to push it up to the left sideline, goes into the left corner for Crowley. Back to Bird. Bird has it now, gets it off for Batiste. Into the corner, Laughlin, no good. Poisel goes up strong, no good. Rebound again, and an over the back going to be called on the Bulldogs, and it'll be Cats ball underneath with 4:39 to go in the first quarter.
Foul number 51, number Garrison of Odessa.
So they call that on Garrison.
First, second, team foul.
Look to get it in. They get it in for Laughlin. Laughlin off for Crowley. Crowley to Bird. Elbow jumper. Ryan Bird. No. Rebound on the backside now, over the back, called on Poisel. And it goes back to the Bulldogs. So a 9-4 score. 4:32 to go in quarter number 1. Cats going to show full court press here. Neville gets it in for Fox, and Fox goes right by it all. Up ahead to Garrison, backs his way down, glass and good. And it's 9-6. Back the other way we go. Bird throws that one away. Not real sure where Ryan was going with that one. He threw it to the outside of the Odessa player, but a Cat player not there. And now a reach-in foul going to be called on Batiste. 4:14 to go in the first quarter, and a 9-6 Cat lead. Fox has it in the backcourt. Will slowly walk it up the floor, gets it across the timeline, goes to the free throw line. Garrison, he goes in and he travels with it. And he goes back the other way.
He's a large guy at the post.
Yeah, and he was their big tight end they threw to several times this year. And you can see big-bodied boy out there.
I can understand why now.
They get it. Bird, long three from the wing. No. Rebound inside for Poisel. Poisel back up and in for 2, and it's 11-6. 5-point Cat lead again. Fox brings it back the other way for the Bulldogs. Gets it off on the wing for Bennett. Give and go to Garrison, and he is fouled on the way to the bucket. See who they call that one on. They call that one on Ryan Bird. I believe that's his first. And it's the 4th team foul. So with 3:36 to go here in the first quarter, Cats lead by 5. Garrison at the line. First free throw rattles in, rattles out. Laughlin and Batiste check out as George and Jenkins check in with 3:36 to go in the first. 11-6 Cat lead. Garrison's second free throw, good. Make it 11-7. And it goes back the other way. They get it off for Jenkins into the corner for George. George tries to force it, gets it knocked away, and back the other way it goes. Fox goes up and under, no. Rebound for Jenkins. He runs right into Fox. And they're going to call Fox with the foul. So just his first as well. There go the Cats back the other way. Across the timeline with it. Bird over to Jenkins. Jenkins has it right side wing. Backs it back up between the circles. Trying to set up the offense. Guarded over there by Bennett. Over to Bird. Over to Crowley. 3-ball. Crowley rattles in, rattles out. Garrison with the rebound. Pops it off for Adams. Adams across the timeline. Gets it to Bennett. Bennett with it between the circles. Goes underneath for Adams. Back out to the wing. Now into Garrison. Garrison bowls his way in. Fouled by Poisel. That'll be 2 on Kurt. And that means Kurt will probably have to take an extended timeout as Brody Rogers set to check in. And Garrison at the line, free throw, no, has one more to go. He's now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Odessa's missed several free throws though here in the first quarter. 11-7 our score. Second free throw coming up. It is up, it is no good. And the rebound right to Garrison. And he travels with it back to the Cats. So 2:38 to go as Brody Rogers checked in for Kurt Poisel. Cats now with 3 sophomores, a couple seniors out there after starting all 5 seniors. Bird across the timeline, has it to the left side, left wing, looks into the left corner, back up front for Jenkins, back to Bird. Bird's got it left side, right side wing. Jenkins, he's gonna stutter step now back out for Bird. Bird over to Crowley. Crowley looks inside, loses the handle, is tripped, and his foul is called on Gettinger. So Gettinger called for the foul, and Bird gonna pass it in the backcourt for Jenkins. 2:14 to go first quarter, 11-7 the score. Bird has it, skips it over to Jenkins. Jenkins 3-ball on the way, good, nothing but the bottom of the net. Make it 14-7. The Cats have doubled up Odessa in the first quarter. Top of the key, it'll be Garrison with it. Gets it into Fox, off of Bird and out of bounds, and Fox will pass it inside. Laughlin checks in for Crowley with 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. So 14-7 our score, 1:54 to go here first quarter. 3-ball from the wing is no good by Adams, and the Cats get the rebound, push it up with a 7-point lead. Jenkins 3-ball step back, good. Bryce Jenkins, and timeout called by Coach Robinson. We'll take a timeout as well. The Wildcats lead it 17-7. We'll be right back.
No matter the job, R&R Plumbing is there to get it done. If it's roughing in your new house or maybe just adding a new bathroom, call the guys at R&R and have them take care of you. Brian and Karen, along with now Bryce, will treat you like family. As always, R&R is a proud supporter of Harrisonville basketball and wish them luck in the upcoming season.
All right, 1:42 to go first quarter, 17-7, Cats in control. Good ball movement, finding the open man and knocking down the open shots in the first quarter. Different first half than we're used to seeing at home from the Wildcats.
Absolutely, and I say keep feeding that until it goes dry as far as I'm concerned, because he does have the hot hand. He seems real confident right now, and confidence can lead to a lot of things for you.
So 17-7 our score, 1:35 to go here. First quarter of play out front. Adams with it, gets it off for Garrison. Garrison guarded by Rogers. Looking to get rid of it, gets rid of it on the wing for Adams. Adams has it right side wing, back up front for Fox. Fox goes inside to Garrison, gonna back down Rogers. Rogers stands his ground, gets bumped into, and Garrison gonna go to the free throw line for a pair. 1:18 to go in the first quarter. And Hunter Garrison at the line where he is, I believe, one for four on the night. He got that Shaq syndrome there on the free throws. First one is good, makes it 17-8. 9-point Wildcat lead. Shuffling players back in and out. It'll be Bennett back into the ball game, along with Neville.
Well, now he's 50% from the line.
So 17-9. Cats lead by 8. Bird across the timeline with it. Gets it up front for Jenkins. Jenkins goes between the circles, back to the left side wing. Bird backs it in, now goes over to Jenkins. Jenkins was looking to catch and shoot, didn't do it there. Ball off of Odessa, out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Wildcats here on the near side with 58.2 to go. Senior night here in Harrisonville. Cats looking to move to 14-10 on the year and finish conference with a 505-5 record. Bird has it. Up front he goes for Jenkins, and they're going to call a reach-in foul on Bennett.
Foul number 3, Jonas Bennett of Odessa. It's first. 15 foul of the half.
So the 5th team foul. Both teams are going to be basically in the bonus the second quarter. 16 fouls on the Wildcats so far, 5 for the Odessa Bulldogs. .47 seconds to go first quarter. Jenkins across the timeline now gets it to Bird. Looks like Coach Mercer going to be content trying to go for one last shot here in the first quarter with 40 seconds to go. They get it off for George, back to Bird. Bird and George playing catch on that right side. Now he skips it over to the left side and chucks it over everybody out of bounds. And it's been a struggle. For 11 years, I feel like it's been a struggle on end-of-quarter possessions for the Wildcats. Just something they've always kind of struggled with, and that one was just a turnover. George goes a little bit too hard with it. They get it off for Bennett, does the Bulldogs. Up between the circles, they have it. Inside, they try to go, and they turn it over.
So just about back where we wanted to be, about 10 seconds when we were going to start our offense, and here comes Jackson Crowley back in for Laughlin for the offense.
I noticed that in the fourth quarter and overtime, Coach Mercer did a really good job of switching back and forth with offense for defense at the end of that one. Jenkins has it with 7, skips it over to Crowley, Crowley to Bird. Bird gonna have to hurry to Crowley, 3-ball into the buzzer, no! We go to the end of the first quarter, 17-9, the Wildcats trail. We'll be back, or sorry, the Wildcats lead. We'll be back right after this.
You have choices in basketball: shoot, pass, drive, rebound, defend, and the list goes on. Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance and Lacey Dominick with Shelter Insurance know the same is true for insurance. So as 2 former Wildcat basketball alums, they want to give you choices for insurance. Call Cameron with American Family at 816-380-3996 or Lacey with Shelter at 816-380-2700 and get free quotes today. While competitors in the insurance world, they will always be on the same Wildcat team and want to give all Wildcats choices for insurance. So it's time to shoot and score with an insurance quote today.
Johnny Mac Sporting Goods is who the Wildcats and who I should say 4Ts turns to for equipment, whatever it may be. Jason Leary with Johnny Mac Sporting Goods. He is your right-hand man. Give him a call, get an estimate if it's sports apparel, maybe sports uniforms, maybe sports equipment, or etc. Johnny Mac Sporting Goods and Jason Leary, 816-350-9429. Johnny Mac Sporting Goods, Jason Leary, 816-350-9429.
I didn't know whether to say et cetera or ETC.
We were laughing because of what I had sent to Gary last night, and he read it word for word, and he even added the et cetera part, and I was just trying to give him more stuff to talk about. So Cats ball to start second quarter. They lead at 17-9 after 1. And they have the ball to start this second quarter. Bird and Jenkins playing catch out front. Get it back to Bird. Bird gonna drive it off and drives right into traffic. 3 guys on him, kicks it in the corner, 17-9. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins step and shoot, a little bit long. Rebound on the backside by Odessa, and they're gonna come back the other way. Neville with it. Gets it up front for Fox. Fox with the ball. Trying to set up shop here. Top of the key, back between the circles for Bennett. Bennett goes to Garrison, and Garrison going to try to back his way down on Brody Rogers, and does. Makes it 17-11. Cats have not shown anybody they can put a body on him and slow him down and backing him down, and I'd just keep doing it if I was Odessa.
Yeah, but that's one thing, and we'll get into it after the shot I wanted to speak of.
And the free throw no good. A rebound by Rogers, and it comes back the other way. 17-11 still the score. Bird off to Jenkins. Baseline jumper, Bryce Jenkins, no. Rebound inside, fought for. And they're going to call an over the back on Garrison. So it'll be a foul on Garrison. And that is his second. You know, and what I would say is, here's what the Cats got to understand defensively. When he's doing that, he's bullying his way in. Let him bounce you once. The second time, scoot your butt across the floor and draw that charge. And that's what the Cats got to do, because they can get that ground as well, as their Bird with the jumper. 19-11 is the score. Cats up by 8.
Well, it's just as much ground as theirs, and I don't like it when they start bouncing people, because I think at that point in time it's just a little bit too much. You got to give the defender a little bit of credit and let him be able to stand some ground.
Yes. So 6:32 to go here in the first half. Cats lead 19-11 in this one.
Especially when you got somebody his size. I mean, he is a very large and thick post for offense.
So they go into the corner with it and thrown right back at him by Poisels. Poisels back in there with 2 fouls, and Bird intercepts that one like a defensive back, goes up strong and fouled from behind by Neville, and he'll go to the free throw line, will Ryan Bird. So Cats, 6:20 to go here in the first half of play, and they lead 19-11. Ryan Bird at the line, 4-2. First one rattles out. One more to go for Ryan here. We'll have to check. I may have to talk with Coach Mercer. Ryan has got to be getting close to the school record for points. Second free throw misses as well. As he passed the 1,000-point mark, now a save to Poisel. A little fadeaway good by Kurt Poisel. Make it 21-11, and the Cats again back up by 10. Fox going to drive it all the way in. And they're going to call the blocking foul on Kurt Poisel, as Fox just rolls right through him.
And I'm sorry, I'm not normally going to question, but he was standing there for about 3 seconds before he got hit. Now, if he moved a little bit at the very end, I couldn't see, but he was stationary the whole time.
Well, the official that called that is the official that called about 18 blocking fouls the last time we played that he officiated here. He does not call a charging foul. 21-14 the score. Jenkins with it over for Bird, and Bird going to drive in, floater, no. Rebound inside by Garrison. Garrison ahead to Fox. Fox across the timeline. Gets it over in the wing, cutter, no good. Throws it away, and it goes back to the Cats, 21-14. It's a 7-point game. Bird pushes it the other way, gets it off Jenkins. Jenkins will fire. Jenkins, no. Rebound Laughlin inside. He's trying to get up and under, does, no. Gets his own putback, and it is good. 23-14. And with Garrison in there playing with 2 fouls, Laughlin knew that, went right back at him a couple of times. Bennett with it out front, gets it in the corner, 3 ball on the way by Adams. Good, knocks it down, make it 23-17. Back to a 6-point game. Jenkins with it over to Bird, to Crowley. Crowley has it in the corner left side, goes to the elbow left side, now over to Jenkins. Jenkins has it on the wing underneath. Wide open, Jamil Batiste makes it 25-17. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Cats up by 8. We'll be right back.
For over a decade, Harrisonville has turned to Schroeder Chiropractic to rid their body of your everyday aches and pains. Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah take pride in finding the problem area and fixing it, not just masking the pain. When you walk in the doors at Schroeder, you become family and are also greeted with a friendly smile. Schroeder's is always giving back to the community with its involvement with Wildcat athletics and bright futures. So go see the ladies who got your back at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
All right, 4:57 to go here, first half. Cats lead 25-17. 8-point contest here in this one. Been mostly Wildcats in this one. It seems like every time Odessa's had a little bit of a run, Gary, the Cats have been able to answer back and get it to 8 or 10 again.
Yeah, and they've had some good defense on the defensive side and some good movement on the offensive side. So that's what I like to see. I talked to Coach Mercer before the game, and we talked about that ball movement from last night, something different than other times when they've, had problems and they've went down and just shot the ball immediately and had one shot, and that was it.
So 4:57 to go, 25-17 the score. Odessa with the ball. Bennett going to bring it up for the Bulldogs. Gets it across timeline to the right side wing. Hands off on the right wing for Fox. Spin it over into the corner. Neville, 3 ball on the left side. No good. Rebound by Garrison. Garrison backs his way off. Jacks it over to Bennett. No good. Ball out of bounds. And back to the Wildcats. So with 4:39 to go, Cats get it back up by 8. Have led by as many as 10 in the ball game. Have it in the backcourt. And almost a steal by the Bulldogs. Instead it goes baseline. Good give. Batiste inside for Laughlin. He can't connect. And Batiste goes up backwards. And over the back he goes on Garrison. Coach Mercer says, Jamil, what are you doing? Go up strong with it. 25-17 the score. Cats lead it by 8. Odessa going to have free throws the other way. It'll be a 1-on-1 situation for Garrison. He could make them both, could miss them both, or he could make 1-on-1. Streaky free throw shooter and rattles that one home. Make it 25-18. And I said that because he's about a 50% free throw shooter, so you could have any of the 3. This time he knocks them both down, makes it 25-19, and again, Odessa's pushed it back to 6. So 4:19 to go in the half, 25-19, Cats lead by 6 in this one. Jenkins gets it across the timeline, back to Bird. Bird has it out front, elbow jumper, no. Rebound inside Laughlin. Laughlin goes up strong, he's fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. That's something we've seen more of the last couple weeks too, is the offensive glass rebounding of Nick Laughlin. He is undersized in there, but does a great job of fighting for those offensive rebounds.
Yeah, he has. And I think he's come a long way from the beginning of the season to where we're at today.
So he's at the line, try to extend this 6-point Wildcat lead. Laughlin at the line. First free throw is up, and back of the rim, no good. One more to go for Nick. So with 4:07 to go here in the half, it's a 6-point contest. Odessa's got it to within 6 a couple of times in this quarter. Cats led by 8 at the end of the first quarter. Second free throw good by Laughlin, make it 26-19. Fox to bring it back for the Bulldogs. Halfway through quarter number 2 here. And now a trap by the Cats. They get it off for Bennett, knocked away from Bennett. He goes inside, skip it out, 3 ball on the way by the Bulldogs, no. Long rebound, skips out to Bird and Laughlin. Laughlin to Jenkins now. Jenkins gonna take it in right past the traffic and good. And it's 28-19, goes to a 9-point contest, and back the other way we go. Stripped by the Cats as they get it inside. George has it ahead to Bird. Bird's got numbers, he'll push. Good bounce pass, Bird inside to Laughlin, and he could not finish it, and it goes back to the Bulldogs. A little floater good the other way by Adams, and it's 28-21. Could have been a double-digit lead. Instead, it's back to 7 again. Jenkins with it on the wing right side. Skips it back up front between the circles for Bird. Goes to the top of the key with his dribble. Back over to the right side wings. Catch and shoot. 3-ball, no. Rebound inside. Knocked out of bounds by George. And it'll go back to the Bulldogs. So you always look at little plays during a game, and that could be a situation there that could get Odessa back in the game. It could have been an 11-point game. Now it's down to 7. They get a stop. They can make it a 5 or 4-point game right here with under 3 to go in the half.
Yeah, it was a great play. I mean, Nick just kind of got a little bit too far underneath the rim, I think is what happened, and that's the reason he got more rim than nothing.
So Bennett going to go right through the double team, right into the glass, and no good. Rebound by Landon George ahead for Jenkins, and Jenkins going to push it. He's going to go coast to coast. No. Cats miss another easy one. Offensive rebound out to Bird. Good. Ryan Bird makes it 31-21. Nick Laughlin keeping the play alive. Kicks it out for a wide open Ryan Bird 3, and the Cats lead by 10. Inside they go, skip it over to Bennett. Bennett's got it on the right side wing, going to dribble it back between the circles, kick it in the corner for Gettinger, who knocks up a 3, no. Rebound inside, and they're going to call a foul inside. We'll see if they call that one, who they call that one on. And they're going to call that one on Garrison, and that'll be 3 on him. So Wade Johnson in the ball game, along with Isaiah Metzdorf. And at the free throw line is going to be Jackson Crowley. Free throw no good by Crowley, and a rebound, and that's a 10-point lead. And here comes the Bulldogs. They kick it into the corner. Out of the corner is Johnson. Back out front for Metzdorf. Over for Bennett. Bennett back to Metzdorf. Metzdorf has got it. He's going to dribble in, kick off. Bennett for 3, no. Rebound inside, fought for. Bird going to come out of there with it. Gets it ahead to Crowley. Off to George, underneath for Batiste. Batiste goes up strong with it. No, over everything. And it goes back the other way. Now Metzdorf has it on the wing. Left side, goes up between the circles for Bennett. Underneath they go for Gettinger, no good. Rebound and over the back going to be called as Woodward goes over the back on that one. I believe it'll be Cats ball and free throws coming. So they call that on Woodward, his first, and Landon George goes to the line. 10-point Cat lead. They've led by 10 3 times in this one, trying to make it a even larger lead. 10 is currently their biggest lead of the night. First free throw, good. He wanted to make sure he hit rim on that one because it bounced around the rim all 4 sides, up and then back through. Make it 32-21 and an 11-point Cat lead. One more to go here. Second free throw coming up. It is no good. And a rebound inside, fought for, picked up by Bennett of the Bulldogs, and they're going to come back the other way with 1:29 to go first half, trailing by 11. Bennett gets it across the timeline, has it on the left wing into the blocks, now kicks it out for Metzdorf. Metzdorf's got it between the circles, gets it over to Bennett on the wing right side. He dribbles off the right wing. Bird with the steal ahead for Batiste. Batiste drops it off. Brody Rogers floater, good. And it's 34-21, 13-point Cat lead. Bennett going to bring it back the other way with 1 minute to go in the first half of this one. Bennett goes over to Metzdorf on the left side wing, back out between the circles with his dribble. Kicks it over back on the wing now for Gettinger. Gettinger skips it over to Bennett, back out front Metzdorf. Metzdorf's got it. Now hands off on the wing, right side. Bennett skips over to the left side wing for the Bulldogs into the corner for Metzdorf. He'll fire from about 18, no. Brody Rogers with the rebound, gets it off to Bird, and the Cats will push it up by 13. And Bird going to go coast to coast. No, he is rejected, but an offensive rebound by Brody Rogers. Now a scrum forward on the floor, picked up, and a foul by Batiste. And it comes back the other way, so we will shoot some free throws. I believe that's a 10th, so it'll be 2 free throws back for the Bulldogs with 24.4 and a 13-point Cat lead. Free throw no good. Wade Johnson at the free throw line. That was the 3rd foul on Batiste. Second free throw for Johnson coming up. Cats going to look to extend the lead before the half. Right now it's 13. Both free throws are missed, and an offensive rebound by the Bulldogs over to Fox, back into the corner, back out front for Bennett. Bennett's got it between the circles. Kicks it back in the corner for Gettinger. Back out, 3-ball, no good. And over the back called on Johnson. And so now the Cats do get a chance to extend this lead. It looked like Odessa would try to run out the clock, and instead it will not be the case. Only 2 seniors on the entire Odessa squad, so they are going to have a lot back next year. 34-21 the score. Free throw is good. Make it 35-21. 14-point Cat lead. One more to go here for the Wildcats. It is up, it is good. So it is 36-21. Oh, Bulldogs gonna get one last shot at it. Bennett goes in, no good. They're gonna call the offensive foul. Landon George took a nice hit. I think that was I hope that was his elbow and not his noggin hitting the floor. 36-21. We'll see if they're gonna give him any time back. This is gonna be like a touch and heave here. Jenkins almost made it from about 3/4 court with the flick of the wrist. So 36-21 our score at the half. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
The only place in town to go watch Wildcat basketball when they're out of town and your post-game headquarters when they're in town is Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. Forged by Fire has great specials nightly with a full kitchen open late, so when the game is over, go to the only place in town with 10% off when wearing your Wildcat gear. Forged by Fire is proud to be the exclusive post-game headquarters of Wildcat basketball. If you can't make the away games, have no fear. You can take the game in with your fellow Wildcat fans. Home or away, Forged by Fire is your Wildcat basketball headquarters.
What is the #1 thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Decisions on a basketball court have to be made in a split second. When it comes to buying a home, the opposite is true. Let Carol and the staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors. Office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at AmericanHeritage-Realtors.com.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
It's wintertime, so that means it's the right time to go see Colby's and his staff to lift your ride and put some new tires and wheels on your four-wheel drive. Harrisonville's only rough country dealer will have you rolling out in style. Don't worry, Colby's can still fix everything from your flat tire, broken heater, news transmission, and anything in between as Harrisonville's most trusted mechanic. So go in and see the friendly faces and have them take care of you today, or call them at 816-380-3000 to set up an appointment. You know where to find them, behind O'Reilly's in the big blue building. Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC. What goes best with watching Wildcat basketball at home? Pizza, of course. So while you're watching the game, go online or call Papa Murphy's at 816-884-5005 and order your favorite pizza. Maybe tonight it's a cowboy pizza or just a regular pepperoni. One thing is for sure, the game is going to be better with a fresh cooked pizza while you watch. So set the oven at 425 degrees. Order your favorite and have it ready for the rest of the game. While you're at it, grab a second one, have it double wrapped so you can freeze it and have it ready for the next game. For love at 425 degrees, head out to Papa Murphy's today. I'm calling foul. Foul tires can put you in a foul mood and ruin everyone's day. Don't let someone call a foul on you. Get over to Young's Tire and Wheel Center to have William and the crew check out and make sure you don't have foul tires on your ride. The time is now, with more snow likely just around the corner. You don't get caught out in the cold on foul tires. Get over to Young's and take charge of your tires today. Young's is located just across the street from Garage Burgers on Commercial.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn, and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, is your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
It's cold outside, so don't get stranded alongside the road with a broken car. Come out to Young's for an oil change and make sure the car is ready to withstand the cold with a radiator flush. The best way It's cold outside, so don't get stranded alongside the road with a broken car. Come out to Young's for an oil change and make sure the car is ready to withstand the cold with a radiator flush. The best way for you to keep your car going smoothly down the road, I'm calling foul. Foul tires can put you in a foul mood and ruin everyone's day. Don't let someone call a foul on you. Get over to Young's Tire and Wheel Center to have William and the crew check out and make sure you don't have foul tires on your ride. The time is now, with more snow likely just around the corner. You don't get caught out in the cold on foul tires. Get over to Young's and take charge of your tires today. Young's is located just across the street from Garage Burgers on Commercial.
All right, welcome back. Score at the half, 36-21. Your Harrisonville Wildcats lead it over the Odessa Bulldogs, looking to move to 14-10 and 5-5 on the season. They're off to a good start. They led 17-9 after one. They outscored Odessa 19-12 in the second quarter and maintain a 36-21 lead, 15 points. It's their largest lead of the ball game as well. And I'll bring in Gary Davidson here as he's got some stats for us as well. Gary, great first half for the Wildcats on both sides.
Yeah, really offensively. I mean, from two-point range, we're shooting 45%, 9 for 20. From three-point range, a little bit worse, we're shooting 36%, 4 for 11 that. And free throws, we're not shooting as good tonight as we have in the past. We're only shooting 5 for 11, which is also 45%. Leading the way for the Cats, Bryce Jenkins with 8, and Kurt Poisel with 8. And then there's 3 with 5, Ryan Berg, Jackson Crowley, and Nick Laughlin, all with 5. And then Brody Rogers has 2. Landon George has 1. Brody, whenever he was in there, I mean, he was up in there against that larger Hunter Garrison, and it was difficult for him to be able to get himself open, to be able to put himself in a position to get very many points when he was in there. Last night when he came in, obviously in 3 quarters, he scored 10. So, but tonight's a little bit of a different story. But the Cats are looking good tonight. I mean, they could have looked a little bit sharper, but really what you want to see is you want to see them peak at the right time, and hopefully they're getting there.
Well, and what you want to see too, you look at this score, and you just talked about the balanced scoring up and down the list there, 8-8, 5-5-5. You want to put that on the you want to put that on the whiteboard in the locker room and say, guys, see this? We have a 15-point lead at the half. This is how it works when everybody spreads the ball around, and it's not Ryan with 23 and 4 others with 5 or 6. Everybody's playing unselfish, good basketball, and that's not saying that Ryan plays selfish basketball. What I'm saying there is Ryan has felt at times this year that he's had to burden that load and put it on his shoulders, and he doesn't have to do that as they're playing better team basketball. And here going forward, they're going to have that team type of basketball because you got one more game tomorrow night, and then it's win or go home time. It's either going to be a spring baseball practice right after a loss on Tuesday, or they get a chance to make a statement in districts. 7 out of the last 9 years, they've been to the district championship game. So this team knows how to win at the right times.
Well, said it earlier in the season once or twice, and I'm going to say it again. These are 16, 18 young men. And any given night, any given day, any group of young men playing basketball in high school can win a ball game. So, you know, I know that they've got some big competition in district, but we could play a perfect game, another team wouldn't, and any team's beatable. And so I wouldn't want to go into districts thinking, you know, obviously we've got an uphill battle, but if we're peaking at the right time and maybe they're not, a lot of things can happen.
Well, and you know, I'm one of those people, I always talk about it. I've called several games over the years that, you know, playoff basketball games of teams I've never known either team of, but I've known one team being like a 30-1 record and the other team being like 18-16. And I've seen those 18 and 16 teams pull off the upset because you know what happens? The longer a game goes on, the longer you allow an underdog to stick around, the harder it is for them to go away because they don't have anything to lose. The team that's 22-3 or 30-1, they have everything to lose, and they tighten up and pressure goes on them.
Yeah, confidence breeds breeds success. I'm telling you, you know, you give any team that is a 50-50, 500 team against somebody that's a 100% team, and the 50-50 team gets confidence, they're going to be hard to beat.
So, you know, maybe the confidence is going at the right time. They got a good win over a good Pleasant Hill team on last night. They can get a victory right here, be back-to-back nights, and then they play 3 nights in a row. They go up to Savannah tomorrow night, close out the regular season on a 3-game winning streak. That's the way you want to get into districts. So it'll be Odessa ball to start this second half, and they're going to go right to left in this second half. Fox has it for the Bulldogs. Out front they go. Back to Fox. Fox has got it. He's going to drive in the lane. I thought he might have took too many on that drive, and they're going to call the travel, and it goes back the other way. Laughlin to Bird, and Bird going to bring it up, and the Cats start their 5 seniors again in the second half here. 36-21, a 15-point lead for the Cats. Bird has it out front. Get it off for Crowley. Crowley goes inside for, shouldn't say inside, he goes into the corner for Batiste, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs, and it'll be Cats ball in the far side corner. Laughlin to pass it in, gets it in up front for Crowley, and Crowley corrals it. Gets it over for Bird. Bird has it left wing in outside to Crowley on the right side. No good on the 3 ball. Rebound by Bennett, and it goes back the other way. Bennett off for Fox. Fox going to skip it into the corner for Adams. Adams thought about a 3, backs it out of the corner, back to the wing. Back up front for Fox. Fox has got it between the circles. Over for Woodward. Woodward's got it. Looks inside. Now kicks it over on the wing. Adams back up top they go. Neville with it. Over to Fox. Fox has got it on the right side wing. 6:55 to go here, third quarter. Cats with a 36-21 advantage. Woodward going to back his way down the lane, no good. Rebound by Batiste, gets it off for Bird, and Bird going to push it the other way up by 15. Gets it off to Crowley, back to Bird. Bird goes to Poisel on the elbow, spins into the paint, and they're going to call a clear out foul on Kurt Poisel. And that is 4 on Kurt, so he will have to sit down. And Odessa going to bring it back the other way. Fox cross timeline, gets it between the circles. Adams over to Woodward. Woodward's got it, looks inside. Now goes to Fox on the cut inside. And a travel called on Batiste. So 6:20 to go and a turnover, and it goes back the other way. And now we got a whistle. And they're going to discuss something here. So we're see 6:20 to go, 36-21 the score. Not real sure. This is when I wish we were sitting courtside so they could come over and explain to us like they do on a national telecast what's going on. So there's some sort of discussion going on. Not sure what the discussion is, but with 6:20 to go here in the third quarter, 36-21, Cats lead by 15.
Apparently it's a crowd. It was a crowd issue.
So Cats going to have it. Bring it up. It'll be Jenkins to Bird. Bird across the timeline with it. Has it on the right side. They go left side for Jenkins. Jenkins dribbles around on the left wing. Goes over to the, from the right wing, left wing Bird. No good. Rebound inside by Odessa, and they're going to bring it back the other way. Adams ahead to Fox, back to Adams. Adams got it top of the key, over to Bennett. Bennett's going to fire from 3 on the left side, misses everything. Goes into the corner, chased down by Neville of Odessa. And now a reach-in foul called on Ryan Bird with 5:52, and that's the second on Ryan.
Number 12, Ryan Bird at Harrisonville.
To pass it in on the far side. Adams set to pass it in for the Bulldogs. Garrison checks in with his 3 fouls as Woodward checks out. So 5:52 to go here in quarter number 3. Cats lead by 15. And
I think we're going to find out maybe who the culprit is here in just a minute.
So they get it into Fox. I'll let Gary pay attention to who that is they're going to talk to. Jumper no good. Rebound. Back the other way they go. Bird into the corner for Batiste. Batiste has it in the corner on the left side. Goes back up front for Jenkins, back to Bird. Bird's got it now. Skip it over on the wing, back up top, spin it around. Bird will fire 3 from the wing. Good, Ryan Bird makes it 39-21. Good ball movement, wide open shot, and you knock it down. 39-21. Odessa goes back the other way. They get the ball knocked away off of Laughlin, but Laughlin then tipped it off of Neville and out of bounds, and the Cats will regain possession up by 18 with 5:09 to go in the third. So 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Cats up 18. Crowley has it on the right side. Skip it over to the left side for Bird. Playing catch out on the volleyball line. Bird dribbles up, now kicks it off for Crowley. Baseline for Batiste. Batiste fires a missile inside off of the hands and then the noggin of Laughlin, and it goes back the other way. Neville 3-ball, no. Bird chases down the long rebound, and it goes back the other way. Across the timeline they go. Bird off for Crowley. Jackson Crowley into the corner. Ryan Bird, no. Rebound picked up by Laughlin. Into the corner, 3-ball. Jenkins, good, rattles it home. 42-21. Cats have doubled up the Bulldogs. Lead by 3 touchdowns. We'll take a timeout. Cats up in this one.
It's cold outside, so don't get stranded alongside the road with a broken car. Come out to Young's for an oil change and make sure the car is ready to withstand the cold with a radiator flush. The best way for you to keep your car going smoothly down the road is to take that type of preventative care. So don't get stuck out in the cold. Get into Young's and make sure that your car is ready for winter. Young's is located right behind the Garage Burger on Commercial. As always, William and Michelle are proud supporters of Wildcat Athletics.
All right, 4:24 to go here in the third, and the Cats have doubled up the Bulldogs 42-21, as I joked as we went to break, a 3-touchdown advantage for the Wildcats. The non-football crowd does not like me to say things like that because everybody always talks about Harrisonville being a football town. But I always equate 42-21 to football scores, so that's all I can do. That's how my brain works. Fox has got it on the wing left side, dribbles in the paint, finger roll, no. Bird with the rebound, goes behind the back, goes ahead, pushes it up. Inside he goes, drops it to Batiste. Glass and good. Jamil Batiste makes it 44-21. Good give from Bird, and the Cats up 23. Corner three ball on the way. No. Rebound Cats, as Adams couldn't connect for the Bulldogs. Bird across the timeline. He's going to dribble in. Laughlin stops, shoots, no, but he'll go to the line for a pair. He's fouled. Let's see if they call that one on Garrison. I think that'll be on Adams, and it will be called on Adams, 13. So a 23-point lead for the Cats with 3:43 to go here in the third.
The last couple times down the court, great movement, great passing, getting the right shot when they needed it.
Laughlin leaves that one short, has one more to go here with 3:43 to go in the third. So a 23-point advantage for the Cats here. Second one, good by Laughlin, makes it 45-21.
3 touchdowns and a field goal.
Now we go back the other way. Inside, picked off by Jenkins, and Jenkins going to push it across. Drops it to Batiste, ball on the floor. Back the other way it goes for Fox. Fox blocked away by Ryan Bird. Out of bounds. Good recovery by Ryan Bird. You see Jasper Davis drag off a passed out Joe Bowers on that one. That was pretty funny. My wife watching and listening at home, she wants to know if somebody was getting kicked out. We have not seen anybody get ejected from the game. We're still waiting and watching. Jumper is good by Woodward. 45-23. Cats lead by 22. Bird has it between the circles. 3:10 to go here, third quarter. Jenkins with it. Little give and go inside for George, and George is knocked away from him and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cats. So a 22-point advantage for the Harrisonville Wildcats. They get it in to Rogers. Spin, shoots, delivers. Brody Rogers. And the Cats again lead 47-23. They skip it over on the wing. Into the corner they go. Neville skips it back over to Bennett. Bennett loses it, fires it underneath, finds Neville somehow. 47-25. Back the other way we go. 22-point Wildcat advantage. Bird drives, blocked, back the other way. Neville going to try to take it coast to coast. Finger roll is good. And it's 47-27. Underneath to Rogers, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line as he went right at Neville. So a 20-point contest. Brody Rogers goes to the free throw line for the Wildcats. So 2:16 to go here, third quarter. Cats in control. Brody Rogers at the line. Free throw one is good. Make it 48-27. Brody kind of giggling there as that was a line drive. Didn't catch any rim and somehow just went down. 48-27 the score. One more to go for Brody here with 2:16 to go in the third. Second one rattles that one home, rolls over the rim and in, and it's 49-27, 22-point advantage. Head they go. Gettinger gets it underneath Garrison, glass and good. Make it 49-29. And at this point, Cats up 20. They will more than happy to exchange buckets with Odessa. Up front for Jenkins. Jenkins step back, thought about a jumper from about 18. Instead, they go back inside to Rogers. Spin move, Brody Rogers, 51-29. You can see with each passing game more confidence that Brody Rogers is getting at the varsity level as only a sophomore. Now this time, missed defensive assignment, and just as I give him some praise, he falls asleep a little bit defensively and allows Garrison to get to the bucket. Call that on Landon George. 51-29 the score. Free throw is good. 51-30. And I was giving him a hard time, and he's now made 5 out of his last 6 free throws, has Garrison, after I talked about him being a 50% free throw shooter. Second one up and good. 6 out of 7, so maybe he's a little better free throw shooter than I gave him credit for. 51-31 the score. Jenkins off for George. Back to Bird. Lets everybody clear out. Step back jumper, fade away, no good by Bird. Garrison with the rebound. Ahead to Neville, and Neville going to push it for the Bulldogs. Gets it stripped away by Jenkins in the corner. It goes out of bounds off Jenkins. Colby Knowles into the ball game as well for the Cats, up by 20. Some of the more aggressive defense I've seen tonight from Bryce Jenkins this year. Get it out front. They go inside. Garrison on Rogers. Right over him and in. 51-33.
Brody Rogers of Harrisonville. That's his third.
So third on Brody. And it's back to an 18-point contest here in the third. Free throw is missed, picked up by George. And George ahead for Bird. Bird going to push it into the corner. Jenkins will fire a three. Good. Bryce Jenkins make it 54-33. And the Cats up 21 again. Get it off for Garrison. Garrison into the corner. Spits it out of the corner, back out for Bennett. Bennett's got it on the right side wing into the right corner. Jumper from Neville is good. 54-35, 19-point Cat advantage with 35 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Bird going to slow it down. Cat's going to look for one last shot here to end this quarter. And he hands off Bird to Jenkins. And Jenkins going to start his dribble now. Gets it over on the wing with 17 seconds to go. Trying to get it back to Bird. But Jenkins has it on the wing. Going to have to watch out. He's going to get a 5-second call. Able to hand off for Bird with 8. And Bird going to drive. Finger roll, no. Too many steps. That's why I don't like stall basketball at the end of a quarter, because it just creates these situations. They don't know what to do when it's a 35-second differential. Now a floater the other way is good. 54-37 as Bennett knocks it down. It's a 17-point game. We go to the fourth. We'll be right back.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am. Dude, you're on fire. Oh, yeah.
No, you're on fire! Look behind you!
I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. No matter the job, R&R Plumbing is there to get it done. If it's roughing in your new house or maybe just adding a new bathroom, call the guys at R&R and have them take care of you. Brian and Karen, along with now Bryce, will treat you like family. As always, R&R is a proud supporter of Harrisonville basketball and wish them luck in the upcoming season.
All right, we go to the fourth quarter. Cats lead by 17 in this one. Have led by as many as 21, I believe. And the Cats will get the ball to start the fourth quarter up by 17 in this one. Coach Mercer not happy with the way the Cats ended that third quarter, and Ryan Bird takes it right to the rack. 4-2, 56-37. Back to a 19-point contest. Just didn't like their defensive intensity in the last couple of minutes of that one, giving up way too many points. Three ball no good by Odessa the other way, as Adams short on that one. Rebound by Laughlin. Now to Bird, and they bring it back to the Cats with 7:30 to go here in the contest, up by 19. Bird has it top of the key. Onto the wing now, right side back to Laughlin, and throws that one away. Throws it right at Neville and out of bounds. And they're going to say that goes to the Bulldogs. And Bulldogs with it. Over to the wing is Fox. Hands off for Neville. Neville now hands off for Bennett. Bennett going to roll it into the lane. Floater, no. And a foul over the back going to be called on Woodward, I believe. Or no, they're going to call that on Bird.
Three on Ryan.
So it is on Ryan. It'll be a two-shot opportunity for Bennett. Awful late whistle on the two-shot opportunity there. But Bennett will go to the free throw line. Ryan, one of the captains, just speaking with the official there, asking him what he did. 56-38. Second free throw coming up. No good. Rebound by Batiste. Gets it to Bird, and the Cats with an 18-point lead in the basketball. Bird going to drive it in, looks to get it off for Crowley. Crowley back to Bird. Bird goes inside Laughlin. Laughlin to Poisel. Poisel back in there. We haven't heard much from Kurt tonight, and he knocks that one down 58-38. Hasn't played a whole lot of minutes on senior night because of foul trouble. Adams goes in, kicks it in the corner. Neville on the right side. Now pulls up from the elbow, no good. And then Poisel saves it out of bounds, but nobody there. And it goes out of bounds off of Poisel, so it'll be Odessa basketball. So 6:37 to go. Cats up by 20. And the Bulldogs set to pass it in. Get it inside, ball knocked away as they try to get it in for Garrison. And stepping on the in line as he tried to go up and under was Fox, and it goes back to the Cats up by 20. So 6:30 to go. 58-38 our score. Bird to Crowley into the corner, Poisel. Poisel in the corner, right side, give and go to Laughlin. Glass and good, Nick Laughlin, 60-38, back up by 22 of the Cats. And that was great ball movement again by the Cats. Neville will fire a three the other way, good, wide open.
Coach 60. Will not be happy.
Exactly what I was gonna say right there, Gary, is that's great to have a good ball movement, get a 22-point lead, but then when you give up a lazy, uncontested three the other way, Coach is gonna eat that one up. And now a soft pass and a steal by Fox. Up and under, good. And it's 60-43. And that's been an Achilles of the Cats all year. They'll look beautiful on one end for 2-3 possessions. And then what do? They turn around and turn over the ball. Poisel has it up front, 62-43 the score. And then they give up plays like that the other way. 5 quick points for the Bulldogs. But they answer back with another bucket. Now Poisel steals it away from Garrison, hands off for Bird, and it'll come back the other way. Bird will fire from three. Good, Ryan Bird. 65-43. Cats are up by 22 again.
That math's working for you.
It is. I've only taken 19 different math classes at Metropolitan Community Colleges. Some on my own doing, others because I was told the wrong thing. Spinner in the lane by Adams is good, and it's 65-45. Back the other way we go, into the corner. Poisel will fire a three. No, short on that one. Out of bounds. Looked like it was off of Fox, but they're going to say it was off Batiste instead, and it'll go back the other way. And right now, you're up by 20. Coach wants you to keep working. I think the seniors out there are having a little bit of fun. You got 5 seniors out on the floor on senior night. Fox out front. 3 ball by Garrison, no good. And a rebound by Crowley. Crowley to Bird. Bird going to push it up the other way. Into the corner. Laughlin for 3. No, short. Rebound Garrison with 4:20 to go in this one and a 20-point Wildcat lead. Fox has it on the wing. Into the corner. Neville on the left side. Looks into those blocks, and now instead he drives it in the blocks. Ball knocked away by Batiste. Picked up by Neville. Into the corner. Knocked out of bounds by Batiste. And it'll stay with the Bulldogs with 4:07 to go here in this one. I know, Gary, you're smiling. I think you wanted to say something there. Out front we go for Fox with 4:05 to go. Bulldogs with the ball going right to left in the second half. Up front now to Fox. He'll fire a 3. No, short. Rebound out of bounds off of Jackson Crowley. As that was good hustle by Cade Adams to just slap it off of the foot of Crowley and out of bounds. Fox set to pass it in. Still looking to get it in and throws it up front for Garrison, and Garrison promptly chucks it over the head of Fox and out of bounds with 3:52 to go. Cats with a 20-point advantage. Laughlin to Bird. Bird across the timeline. Gets it to Poisel. Poisel looks inside from the wing. He's got it on the wing, trying to direct traffic here. Still out there on the wing. He's going to start his drive now. Floater no good as Garrison blocks it away. Picked up by Bennett. And Bennett going to go back the other way. Glass and good. Jonas Bennett makes it 65-47. 3:32 to go here in the contest, and the Cats in control of this one. Free throw is good, 65-48. My wife just sent me a picture. I look at it. It looks like my son Braxton has found Ryan Shields, one of his cars from the Cars movie. He's been missing for a while, so always exciting when we find one of our cars we haven't seen. Bird has it. No good, misses that one. 65-48 or score, 17-point game. And now a travel by Neville, and it goes back the other way with 3:07 to go. You know, just kind of playing basketball right now are both teams, but if you're the Wildcats, you don't want to get too sloppy in a situation like this, even though there's 3 minutes to go. Next thing you know, just like here, it's going to be a 15-point game after the Fox bucket, and Coach Mercer promptly calls the timeout. 2:57 to go in this one. Cats up 15, but the Bulldogs starting to make a little noise.
You have choices in basketball: shoot, pass, drive, rebound, defend, and the list goes on. Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance and Lacey Dominick with Shelter Insurance know the same is true for insurance. So as 2 former Wildcat basketball alums, they want to give you choices for insurance. Call Cameron with American Family at 816-380-3996 or Lacey with Shelter at 816-380-2700 and get free quotes today. While competitors in the insurance world, they will always be on the same Wildcat team and want to give all Wildcats choices for insurance. So it's time to shoot and score with an insurance quote today.
Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, the newest member of the Kansas City area when it comes to athletic uniforms, athletic apparel, and athletic equipment. Jason Leary with Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, 816-350-9429. We're back to action here. Bird's got it, goes in, class and good. Right to the rack goes Ryan Bird. Second straight timeout. Ryan Bird has just blown by everybody to the rack. And the Cats back up by 17 again. A little give and go underneath and a travel on Fox. Probably a good thing he got called for a travel right there, because Coach Mercer was about ready to come unglued again on his team after that one. So a 17-point advantage. Bird takes it the other way, hands off for Laughlin. Laughlin's got it on the wing, back up front for Batiste. Batiste back over for Poisel. Poisel has it, looks inside, now gives and goes to Bird, and Bird pulls it back out. Step into the corner, now knocked away by Bennett, picked back up by Bird. Poisel has it now, left side wing, dribbles off on the left wing, trying to get it over to Bird. Bird goes underneath, up and under, fancy roll, good, and it's 69-50. The Cats back up by 19. Now a spin by Adams, try to get it, now spins it out to Bennett for three, good. Jonas Bennett makes it 69-53. Bird, pull up from three, no. Tried to flop a little bit to get the call, nothing there. With 1:45 to go, 69-53 is the score. Inside they go, knocked away from Fox, and wholesale changes coming in for the Bulldogs as Metzdorf comes in along with Gettinger. We'll get the rest of them here, and Johnson. Ball knocked away. Up goes DeBron.
23, Nick Laughlin of Harrisonville. His first. 7th foul and a half.
Free throw up, no good. One more to go here. Jamil Batiste checks out. One of the seniors on the Wildcats, as checking in is Bennett. And Coach, this is what I like to see, Coach Mercer. He's going to check them in one by one. Bird to the glass and good. 71-53. Ryan with a lot of points in the second half. I don't know what he has for the game here. He only had 5 at the half. Nick Laughlin comes out to some loud cheers here. And now Carson Crowley going to come in probably for Ryan Bird here. I was thinking Jackson was still out there, but he's not. So Ryan Bird gets a nice round of applause. 72-53 has Bird, adds to his totals. And Kurt Poisel, the last one to come checking out for the Wildcats. Kick it on the wing. Inside they go to Brown. Up and glass and good. Makes it 72-55. Coach Mercer just wanted to call a timeout for a sub. And that'll be Kurt Poisel, the last senior to check out for the Wildcats. So all the Wildcat seniors have checked out. And for the last 1:10 of this one, they'll sit on the sidelines and enjoy a comfortable victory for once this year for the Wildcats. Inside Brody Rogers, 74-55. The confidence builds. The offensive game is there now. We just got to step up the defensive game because you know how that goes. It goes both ways. Metzdorf gets it off on the wing. Was Ashby. And now a travel as they try to get it off for Gettinger. Jackson Crowley checks in, and Coach, I think Coach wants to get him one last round of applause as he wasn't out on the floor. And Jackson getting to play with Carson a little bit. Brothers getting to play too together. And Cats changing everybody in as Jaden Wilson comes into the game for Bryce Jenkins.
And that's got to be neat, you know, two brothers playing on the, I know when my son and daughter, you know, were in school together, one cheered, one played, and that's kind of a neat thing to have both of them on the court at the same time.
You know, and you talk about that, I'll touch on that in a minute with me having a boy and a girl 2 years apart. Crowley gets it into the corner. That was Carson Crowley out front for Jackson to Carson. Carson and Jackson playing a little pick and roll there. And Carson tries to give it to his brother Jackson on a little give and go. Back the other way it goes. And the ball goes out of bounds, picked up, and right to the rack out of bounds. What I was going to say was, now checking out of the game will be Jackson Crowley, to a round of applause. And what I was going to say is, first thing we found out when we were having Collins I think what my wife's first thought was she's never going to get to see her kids play on the same athletic event ever. And I think that was probably the most upset she was. Now, that being said, we could never do without either one of Collins or Braxton. It just was one of those things when we first found out. I think both of us were thinking Jaden Wilson for 2. And that'll end it. 76-55 is your score. We'll see. Coach Mercer has been known in the past to bring up all his seniors, so we'll see if he brings all the seniors up or what he'll do here on senior night. But the Cats win at 76-55 on senior night. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this.
For over a decade, Harrisonville has turned to Schroeder Chiropractic to rid their body of your everyday aches and pains. Dr. Martha and Dr. Sarah take pride in finding the problem area and fixing it, not just masking the pain. When you walk in the doors at Schroeder, you become family and are also greeted with a friendly smile. Schroeder's is always giving back to the community with its involvement with Wildcat athletics and bright futures. So go see the ladies who got your back at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee right off the historic Harrisonville Square. The only place in town to go watch Wildcat basketball when they're out of town and your post-game headquarters when they're in town is Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House. Forged by Fire has great specials nightly with a full kitchen open late, so when the game is over, go to the only place in town with 10% off when wearing your Wildcat gear. Forged by Fire is proud to be the exclusive post-game headquarters of Wildcat basketball. If you can't make the away games, have no fear. You can take the game in with your fellow Wildcat fans. Home or away, Forged by Fire is your Wildcat basketball headquarters.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Decisions on a basketball court have to be made in a split second. When it comes to buying a home, the opposite is true. Let Carol and the staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors. Office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at AmericanHeritage-Realtors.com.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the friendly confines of Wildcat Fieldhouse on the campus of Harrisonville High School. And the Wildcats win it 76-55, a game that was never really in doubt from the start of this one. Probably the most complete basketball game, Gary, that I have seen the Wildcats play this year that we have called.
Yeah, good ball movement. I mean, they took the shots that they needed to take when they needed to take them. And, I mean, they didn't just go down and make a shot. I mean, at the beginning of at the end of the half, I mean, it was very, very spread out as far as scoring. It kind of expanded after that. I'm going to run down the scores real quick because I know we're going to bring Frankie and the coaches in. But Ryan Bird led the way with 20. After that was Bryce Jenkins with 14. Kurt Poisel with 12. Brody Rogers again had a good game. He had 10. And then after that, it was Crowley with 5, Batiste with 4, and Landon George with 1, and Jaden Wilson with the 2 there at the very end.
And you hit it. 4 guys in double figures. Great ball movement. You're up 24 at one point in the third quarter. Like I said, I put all that on the blackboard Coach Jackson may go do that when we get done here. Go put it on the blackboard. 4 guys score in double figures. What happens? You win basketball games because everybody shares the basketball games. I see the seniors making their way up here as well.
I want to say one other thing. We were a little below 50% on just about everything. Now I think we were into the game probably around 50% or so. So I'm going to give my mic away for the seniors because they need to have the time in the spotlight.
And Coach Jackson says, all right, I'm moving too. So as per tradition in Harrisonville, we talk to the seniors on senior night as they all come wandering up here. Several of them I know from multiple sports. A couple of them I don't know a whole lot about, but we'll get to talking to all of them, and we'll get them in the picture more than me as we talk to all these seniors. And guys, first of all, congratulations on a win. You guarantee yourself a winning record. Obviously, I know you got a little bit more business you want to take care of over the next couple of weeks. Tall task in front of you guys next week, but I know you guys are up for it. I'll start with Nick Laughlin over here as he's in the far side, and I'll ask him, Nick, you know, what has it meant to you to be a part of this program and this team, especially this year? You guys had to go through a little bit of growing pains, lost one of your players to injury. What's it just meant to be one of the Wildcats this year?
I mean, it's always a special thing to be a part of the Wildcat team, and this year, I mean, I've been playing with these guys since we were in the 2nd and 3rd grade, so that's special too. And again, we've all been with Coach Mercer for a long time. He's been here for a while, and I don't know, it's just special to get to play with these guys and have a lot of fun and go out and win games. So,
well, I'll talk to Mr. Kurt Poisel. He's the undisputed crazy one of the group, I think, when he's out there. Just your intensity out on the floor, Kurt. What do you put into it every night to make sure that everybody can feed off your intensity?
I just got to make sure I'm one of the hardest players out there, hardest workers, and I got to hustle, get every loose ball I can just to make sure that everybody knows that I want to win and then they want to win. And I just think it's important that we're all energized. If we're not energized, we're not going to win.
And I got one other question I got to ask Kurt Poisel. Who's the best quarterback of all time?
Tom Brady.
I had to ask that because we go back and forth, and I know he was a little bit disappointed after they lost the Super Bowl, and we were kind of joking about that. You know, the next one up, Jackson Crowley. Jackson, you've obviously had injuries over the last couple of years. What's it meant for you to be able to be a part of this team finally this year after back-to-back knee surgeries?
It means a lot to be playing with my friends again. Like Nick said, we've been playing together since 2nd and 3rd grade. And I mean, that really pushed me to get back and be able to play my senior year and be able to play with these guys. These guys are like brothers.
So I'm glad you got to come back this year. I know that you had to put a lot of hard work, and one of the things I was talking to your dad about one of the days, and one of your mottos has been the Jesus and Jim is all you've been working on trying to get back. So I'm glad you got to come back. Lucas, get up here. Lucas Filer, he's been kind of injured this year, but he's gotten to be able to get into some games. And what did it mean for you? I know one of the big things for you guys this year was all of you guys getting to play together in that Butler game a little bit. What did that mean to you guys?
Yeah, it was cool to get back with the old Cyclones group. We got about 5 games in this year for try to force a comeback from a knee surgery again. It was good to be back with everybody.
And then we'll bring in Jameel, and Jameel's that guy that just gave you those minutes. You know, I don't think you guys win a basketball game up at Excelsior Springs without this guy. You know, Isaiah goes down in the first quarter of that game. Somebody had to step up, give you some big minutes, and Jameel was that guy in that game. And what's it like for you, Jameel, to just know that at any given moment Coach can call on you and you need to give him some big minutes?
All I got to say is work hard and do your best when you're out there. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, just work, keep working. I mean, yeah, it's a team game, so I love these guys, so let's play.
So, good answer. You know, it's just give it your all when you're out there. We'll bring Mr. Ryan Bird in here. The 4th Coach Mercer 1,000-point scorer he's had here after Sam Cooper, Clint Hawker, Dallas Stackhouse. I know some of Dallas's came at Sherwood, but being the 4th guy, what has it meant for you to pass on that tradition that Coach Mercer started to build here basketball-wise?
It means a lot to pass on to younger generations and just, you know, keep working every day, become the best you can be.
Well, if I was speaking for Clint, I would say that Clint will probably say keep the ball away from him the next couple of games because I think he's probably getting pretty close to Clint's school record. So, shh, don't tell anybody. So, guys, congratulations on another great year, and thanks for coming up. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed covering you. I won't be there tomorrow night, but we'll be there Tuesday night. You got to get a W over Warrensburg because on Thursday night, you know, the big bad Grandview Bulldogs are there, but they can be knocked off. I've seen it happen before. So good luck on Friday and next Tuesday. So that is the senior class of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and we'll bring Gary Davidson back in here to chat for a second as we get ready to wrap things up. My wife is probably at home listening saying, I need you guys to be quiet so that you can get off the air and come home. But I also have a son that's at home probably playing with his cars, and my wife will text me in a couple of minutes and say, well, Braxton has torn the house up, but don't be alarmed when you get home. So Braxton, Collins, Angela, I will be home in just a couple of minutes. We're going to wrap things up. Final score 76-55. We talked about the stats. Just a good all-around victory for the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah, and I think they're going to take these last 2 wins into tomorrow night, hopefully bring home a win tomorrow night, and then be prepared to go into districts against Warrensburg. I mean, Warrensburg will be a formidable opponent, but hopefully we can come out with a win, and then we can go into Thursday night against Grandview. I don't want to look past Warrensburg.
Absolutely.
But you know, the wins that we've had right now, I think are going to take us into Tuesday night.
Yeah, and you know, it's just one of those things. Like I was talking to Coach Jackson, we were teasing him a little bit as he was up here, and then the seniors came up. You just got to look at the positives. You just got to put those points up on the board and say, guys, look at this game and look at this game. Ryan had 32 in this game and we lost by 12. Nobody else had more than 5 points. Look at this game. 4 guys were in double figures, 20, 14, 10, 10, and we won by 22. That's all you got to do is put 1 by 22, 4 guys, and then you put lost by 15, 1 guy. So that tells you what you can do when you pass the basketball around.
Ryan Bird, first game they lost to Pleasant Hill, scored 24 points. Last night, they won. Ryan Bird scored 17, but they spread it out. Last night, they had several players in double figures, but they had a group of players that were scoring for them. So, I mean, that takes a little bit of pressure off of Ryan, and it also puts the pressure on the other team because they're not just defending Ryan. They've got to defend everyone.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It makes another team stay honest and not key on Ryan Bird.
Sure.
So when 4 or 5 guys can get you in double figures, you're going to win a lot of basketball games, and that's all you can ask for. All you want is that chance. Sure. And now it's in front of you. Go win tomorrow, go win Tuesday. That chance is in front of you. I remember, was it 7 long years ago, I believe, when Grandview and Harrisonville played in an epic 2-overtime thriller
in
here.
Lee Summit.
No, here, the double overtime district game. Nobody expected Harrisonville to even sniff a victory in that. They come out of there with a double overtime victory, a game that featured tip-ins or buzzer beaters in the second, third, fourth, and the first overtime, where Tanner Sutton had to make 3 free throws just to send it to double overtime. Best high school basketball game I've ever seen, been a part of, called. It was that ball game. So anything can happen on a given night, like you said, and that's what you got to do. You just got to give yourself a chance.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm going to wrap it up because my wife says, wrap it up. So
we always do what our wife says, right?
Right. Gary Davidson for Ron Allschlager. For Jerry Forschler somewhere, I don't know where he's at. I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from Harrisonville. We'll see you next Tuesday from Pleasant Hill for Districts.